Mitch, how about at Wiz? You all came onto the scene, 10 years ago we weren't talking about Wiz. Now we're always talking about Wiz. Give us a
Oh,
state of the state.
yeah, no, thanks for having me, Luke. Look, Wiz has only been around 5.5 years, right?
Right.
And over that time, we've grown tremendously fast. We're in half the Fortune 100, half the Fortune 500. And about 2.5 years ago, the Department of War was one of the first entities, well, was the first entity in the federal government that we came to provide service to. And one of the reasons that we have grown so fast is because everyone is building these multi-cloud complex environments. And the joy of the cloud is you can scale very quickly, right? It's flexible, it's adaptable. But when you have very high necessities around assurance of that environment, you really have to maintain visibility and understanding of risk across the entirety of the environment. And that becomes increasingly hard when you're trying to be that adaptable, flexible environment that the cloud provides. So how do we move at speed of cloud and maintain the assurance that a place like the Department of War requires? And Wiz has been working with several entities within the Department of War to do just that. Software factories is a great example, and we can kind of talk a little bit more about that. But what we're really focused on is ensuring that the security is there to allow for that operational excellence that's needed to deliver software and other features to the warfighter in immediate fashion, like the cloud ultimately promises.
Hey, we're out of the software factory. We're out in the yard now, Mitch. Let's get on with it, right? And for those, and I know there's folks out in the listening audience, I want to be sensitive to them, that are thinking, what is Wiz? And they're Googling Wiz right now. What is Wiz? Give them 30 seconds on what you all do in the ecosystem, just to be clear.
Sure, I'll always take that opportunity. We work across every major cloud environment. We connect into them through their native APIs and agentlessly provide full visibility into those cloud environments. And then we also provide prioritization of risk within the environments. So it's not just, hey, you may have a vulnerability here that seems really serious. It looks at it in the context. So you may have a 9.8 CVE that's really scary looking, but perhaps it's tucked away somewhere that's very hard to get to. And the real risk is around a misconfiguration on the edge of your network, which links to a high privilege identity to some sensitive data or some embedded keys of some sort. So understanding where the real risk lies from the viewpoint of an attacker and being able to prioritize those, as well as align all that complexity with compliance in real time is something that allows people to tackle the greatest risk first and understand their compliance in a real-time manner that allows them to move much faster on the operations and maintenance and frankly building. That is why we all do the work we do.